locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Down, get that ring. Mark 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go, D.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 72 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Cook trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check, check.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A beautiful fake. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I don't think you got it, son.
On second and 7, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Wilson gives to Process on the delay. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
On second and 9, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Set, ready. 54 miles. Good. Watch the twist,
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ready, 15, Mike's 50. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. On
3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll dump it off to Procise. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down now. It's Carson trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
3rd and short, it's Procise. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Right there, 54 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 49 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. brushing off defenders and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Now it's Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he's got this down almost to the Seahawk first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Right there, 54 miles. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, pick your game up.
On the carry, it's Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get him, get him, get him.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. It's complete to Lockett. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium, combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Go, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Set, cut. Good team on it. Good team on it. 54. And let's get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
So we got man.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. This is Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there, looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the draw, it's Procise. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down carry for Procise. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Wilson now on third down. Steps away. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling because now you're in a position where you're confident in either one, either aspect of the game, dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Diggs has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 13. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the second time